Good evening, Sustainable PH, and welcome to our fifth episode. Tonight we have another Dan, not me, but a Prince Dan, who is from Nigeria. So stay tuned and let's get it done.
We are your hosts and volunteers for Sustainable PH, your community for sustainable living.
We would like to help raise awareness
For sustainability.
and how we can all benefit from it.
Join us.
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 Yes, everyone, welcome back. And tonight we are going to talk about this global call for environment. And I'm so fortunate that will be our first time na meron tayong guest, not from the Philippines, but on the other side of the planet, from Africa. So let us welcome Dr. Prince Dan Mbachi. And we are going to talk about his journey, his NGO, and also his upcoming international global conference. So let's bring him in our Sustainable PH show for the Let's Get It Done. Dr. Prince, how are you? Dr. Prince, good evening.
No, open it. Open it.
So there's some technical issues. So Dr. Prince, can you hear me? You are now live. Thank you for assisting. So we are now live, and with us is Dr. Prince. So our theme is this is one of the 4 programs of this program. Let's Get It Done, environment, education. So this time, we are fortunate to have a guest from Africa. So can you hear me, Dr. Prince Dan? All right. So Dr. Prince, how are you and where are you now?
I'm in Nigeria. I'm in River State, Port Harcourt, West Africa.
So we are now live. Thank you for this opportunity to be our first guest international. And at least we have the same name. So tell us, what is Mbachi in your local language? So is this a local dialect? So Mbachi. So could you share what is Mbachi means? Yes. So might have a problem maybe with the internet there in Nigeria, same in the Philippines. Dr. Dan, are you still there? Yeah, so we are
Here. Yes.
him. I don't know. Yeah, Dr. Dan, are you back?
Please, can you again? Because please, can you come again? Dan.
Yeah, we can hear you. So could you tell us why you started your non-government organization and your journey, why you have this program not here in Africa, and then you want it to be global because you are international, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. At the Africa in 17, 2017, April 2017. We started it as a small organization, but we also having in mind to push it across the Africa and global world because of our belief in terms of promoting agricultural development and campaign against environmental hazards in Africa. So this organization, we started growing it. After like 1 year, we find out there's a lot of issues that are coming up from left and right. Those issues are normal things that can happen to any organization or to any establishment that newly started. Then at the end, we also I started attending like meetings, reading like books and how other NGOs succeed, and which has helped us a lot. Then ADIAfrica is an organization before to promote peace and security in Africa, to promote rural development in Africa, to promote, to campaign against environmental hazards. So that's why we formed Africa. And since we formed Africa, at this moment, we are being actively in all our thematic areas, because we are working on 5 thematic areas, and those thematic areas, let me first of all tell you why ADIAfrica, because Africa Global Development for Positive Change Initiative, ADIAfrica, is an international organization set up in promoting peace, leadership transparency, governance, training, manpower for sustainable development in Africa and at large. They are part of our peace. We collaborate with governments, collaborate with relevant institutions, NGOs, development actors. We also leaders. We collaborate with NGOs, development actors, peace practitioners, environmentalists, scholars, the academicians, such as social justice, journalists, social engagement professionals from various fields, including religious, health, planning, to other experts to offer expertise. Those 5 areas, including peace building, accountability, advocacy, and leadership, agriculture, climate change, renewable energy, international relations and communications, with the aim of contributing towards Africa's sustainable development, environmental quality, to us to partnership.
Yeah, there's really a problem with your connection internet, so we apologize who are watching us, but I would like to ask Dr. Prince if you can tell us of your upcoming international conference, because I know you have partners here in the Philippines, and what is the objective of this upcoming international conference? And yeah, you can plug it. This coming July 10, 11 a.m. Nigeria time, and the Philippine time is 12 p.m. Yeah. So, because can you share to us what is this international conference you're hosting and how it can benefit those who are attending, and what are the highlights of your um, global call for environmental education? So I hope we have a good signal there from Nigeria. Parang it's like para ding Filipinas. It's like in the Philippines we have some problems with connectivity. But yeah, let's try again. I hope it works.
Yeah, like
Okay, Mr. Dan.
The International Conference on Environmental Education, our expectation for the conference, the Voice of Africa, we have across the globe, needs will be also identified. And a scale project, little project will be also proposed to include areas, which will be one of the major articles of the conference.
Okay. So yes, how much is the participation fee? Is this a free event, Dr. Dan, or do they have to register for the international conference?
Anyway, the international conference is not going to be we target $20 participant because we're going to teach them participation. Participation give to the participants.
So we will provide the link for the registration in the site in our Facebook page. And just a question, because we really have a technical problem on connectivity, much that we'd like to know you more. Could you share us, Dr. Dan, what are the contributions of Africa in terms of the COVID pandemic? Could you tell us maybe some good things that Africa and the other African, these countries, how they respond to the COVID pandemic, what's the situation there, and how we can help? Or yeah, and maybe you can
Yeah,
turn off
like
Dr. Dan. Maybe you can turn off your video. Maybe it's good. Maybe the signal might be better. Just try. Just turn off this
okay,
audio.
okay, no. Yeah, like let me tell you about the issue of COVID-19. But now the Africa COVID-19 and Africans leaders, African Union, and other relevant other governments in Africa, they fought coronavirus substantial. They fought, because at Africa we have been creating awareness, talking about this issue of coronavirus, and they also find out that during that period of COVID-19, when the COVID-19 was a little bit detention everywhere, the government of Madagascar discovered a cure for COVID-19, coronavirus, and that cure was is a needle to Africa. People thought that the African continent is the last continent or underdeveloped continent, but we show the world that yes, Africa is African. Africa is Africa, and Africa is a great continent with great people. In fact, during that COVID-19, they discovered the cure, and most of the people that took that the vaccine, whatever the medicine in Madagascar, got healed. Not much issue of COVID-19 in Madagascar, but because of the international policy and all this, those people believe that there's nothing good that will come out from Africa, they are the one that discourage. If not, because if Madagascar happen to be a country from Europe or a country from world, all these issues of connectivity would be there because they will have like millions of dollars to flow to produce millions of those anti that will fight COVID-19. They would have produced it, but because of the where from and at the end, the COVID-19 didn't get much grant in Africa because of the way where the Africans fought. So we have the cure, and today, when you made up like country that today in terms of coronavirus, you mention Africans. Of the way we
yeah, so Madagascar has developed a cure of COVID-19 virus. And how about the one you mentioned about Rwanda? Could you tell us about Rwanda on the airports, on screening people?
Yes, let me tell you about Rwanda. During the exactly like during the time of coronavirus, Rwanda, the government, they produce robots. They station at the airport, screen people at the airport. Mm-hmm. You know, so it was a very good one. That Rwanda, that people thought that is a but they destroy it. A lot of potential Africa. What we need, let me tell my brother, what we need is a direct investment to Africa. Africa don't need much donors giving out free money and all this thing. What we need is direct investment. We need the West to come to Africa to invest here in Africa. So to invest, that is really what we want. Because it will go a long way, in promoting peace. Like Africa, we have
so really the call for Africa is partnership investments, as mentioned by our good friend from Nigeria,
already,
Dr.
A lot of
Prince.
work we have done.
Yeah, Doc Prince, you're cutting out, but I would like to share to our viewers, please join if you'd like to participate in this Africa Global Development for Positive Change initiative headed by the International President, Prince Dan Mbachi. And last few days, I talked to him and said Mbachi is like an authority coming from, higher. So that's why it's a local dialect. And in Nigeria, he mentioned that there are over 500 local dialects in Nigeria alone. And this theme of his conference is rejuvenating nature through environmental education's best practice. So, Dr. Dan, if your signal is good, what are maybe the highlights of the speakers on best practice for the eco restoration? Because we know this year is a relation, restore our earth. So in your global international conference, what's the highlight of why they will participate or join the said conference? Yeah. If your signal is good, you can answer it. I hope. So, hindi lang pala Pilipinas yung may problem ng internet connection, pati rin sa Africa, no? In Nigeria. But anyway, since it's still freezing, it's okay. So, I'd like to let you know that the conference in the Philippines is set on July 10, 6 p.m. And the registration is 1,000 pesos, and there's a payment option there. Their Facebook is ADIAfrica Development. So ADIAfrica Development. So there's this page that you can inquire, and there's a way to pay for the 1,000. They have a local counterpart here, Sir Ronel S. de Guzman. So So he is his local contact. So it's good that now we are inviting guests from Africa. So it's not just us sharing supposedly our programs here in the country, but thankful to Sustainable PH and moderators because they're the one who linked me to Dr. Prince Dan. But sad to say, the internet connection is a problem. But yeah, we would like to thank everyone who is watching. And really, the call for global action for environment is is there's what we call emergency, no? And we know like Africa and the rest of the continent are doing its share. So if you want to know more of what's happening in Africa, so I invite you to join the ADI Africa Development Conference, and they have this page. I will put it in our Facebook, and there's a registration, only 1,000 pesos, and you can access all the benchmarks from different countries. They have speakers from Norway, India, Greece, Pakistan, and it's also good to connect. That's how we learn from each other. So with that, tomorrow, let's watch Breakfast with the King at 10 a.m. And we have a guest artist, Miss Lilette, joining us there tomorrow. And next week is with our friend from Germany, Peter Nitschke. It's called Walang Plastikan. So I'm so sorry. I know you want to learn more of Africa, but sad to say, it's a problem with internet. But at least we've tried. But don't worry. We will post all these details on our Sustainable PH channel. So good night, everyone. Happy weekend. Be safe. Make sure you get vaccinated. I already got mine. I'm currently in Bohol and doing our programs for our fisher folks that they will take care of their coast and do livelihood. So, let's bring in Prince Dan to say last words, say goodbye. Prince Dan, just the closing because we're really.
There's something I want to say, just let me see.
We can hear you now.
There's something I really want to say here of network problem. We have network, very bad network. I don't know. So the issue, what we're the conference. The reason of organizing this conference, like the conference is being organized to create awareness about the environmental issues, climate change, pollution, disposal of waste, recycling, etc. Help mitigate environmental degradation. So, like some of this, that's why organizing this conference. And what I want also to tell is that ADIAfrica, we are also organizing a fiscal conference in Zimbabwe, West to West Convention in Zimbabwe, first week of October 2021, and it's going to be a fiscal conference. So we are calling for collaboration.
All right. So partnerships, collaborations for Africa.
Is doing a great work. Organization,
Okay. Thank you, Prince Dan. Don't worry.
And also,
we will invite you guys again.
We are also launching a book. There's a book launching Africa education book that will be used in secondary schools to educate children from like 9 years, 10 years, 11 years to know more about the environment. We want to. That's the book. We are launching it first week of August. We're also donating 300,000 size books to schools. 300,000 size books. We mapped out about 8 countries: Nigeria and Mozambique and Conakry. So these countries we mapped out to distribute 300,000 book Nigeria, 100,000 in Madagascar, and 100,000 in Conakry. So some of these things we need. ADIAfrica needs support. We need collaboration.
All right. So thank you. collaboration is the key and partnership. So we are not only looking at Philippines, but globally. Don't worry, to those who are watching and subscribing to our Sustainable PH, I'll bring him once again in our conference that Seed4Com is organizing, but in another venue, just to know, and hopefully he had a strong signal to know about what they're doing in Africa and to the rest of the world. So with that, once again, have a sustainable weekend, and see you next week in Let's Get It Done. And tomorrow, Breakfast with the King, 10 a.m. with our singer, actor, artist, Lilette. Good night, everyone.